when you do a startup community, I think it's more, you're trying to invent the wheel, I guess, if you will. There's nothing, there's no guidelines, there's nothing to fall back on, and well, we do it this way at this place. It was all brand new. Always amazing to me to walk through some of these early on. Briarwood, you could stand on one side and look right straight through it. There was no roof on it or anything. We'd go in Chestnut Court, it was all closed in, but it was all studding inside, and he'd say, oh, this is gonna be here, and that's gonna be there, and it just, I mean, it was amazing there at that point, so.
Yeah.
There was no semblance of walls or anything, so it was just, it was interesting to watch it all grow.
We had some great times over in the trailer that it served as our marketing office, and that's where we met with everybody that was coming in and wanting to learn more about what St. John's Meadows had to offer and to reserve their place. Original depositors coming in on Fridays for updates and stopping in for cookies and just to chat about life and what it was going to be like when they moved in, and those were just some really great memories.
First people that moved in, the cottages and a good portion of Chestnut Court were the driving force behind all the social programs that happened. I just would reserve a room, and they were all about really giving back. The early volunteers did like 3 and 4 things.
Mr. Park stood there in Briarwood with me, and he was telling me about the dream that he had of this place, and then he was telling me about his vision of it. And then as he was speaking, I just heard his dream became true to me, and his vision became my vision. Even the young people understand about respecting the residents and at the same time having fun and being compassionate.
You know, I think if you cast a net through the whole senior housing industry and you asked, you know, what communities have longevity with their staff, I'm sure St. John's would rise to the top.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It happens in other communities because that's what makes a good community, but I think ours just tends to be more profound.
But we all came together and got everything together, and it turned out beautiful.
Right, you know.
I think that's what makes this community
Lots of
unique,
shopping.
or at the time it did, because when we had challenges like that, I think everybody pitched in. It didn't matter whether you were with environmental services or in the dining room or whatever. It just,
Everyone was part of it.
building, maintenance, everybody pitched in.
For us to have people come in and want to be here and have a conversation with us, and for us to learn about them and not have to try and force somebody or push somebody to make the decision to come here. They want to be here. And I think it's a great testament to the people that live here, the job that St. John's has done, and the people that work here that have made it all what it is today.
You know, he is a great person to work for, and he's taught me a lot. I mean, I have to say, I came into the maintenance department of building services, not really knowing a whole lot, but I have learned so much. And I appreciate his patience, because that's the main thing that he needed to have when I first started. So
The mission statement for St. John's is still put into place and driven home as much as it was when I started 20 years ago. And I think that 20 years from now, if somebody's sitting around the table, I think the mission statement is still going to be alive and doing well.